Welcome back to the Afristarter Kit platform. I am Julius Njuguna, the CEO and founder of Afristarter Kit. Before we get to the business of the day, I would kindly request you to subscribe if you haven't done so. But if you have done so, please feel much appreciated. For today, I want us to look at the story of one of the tech geniuses in Kenya. But maybe if I just say Kenya, I would be underrating him. He is a tech genius not only in Kenya, but across Africa. I am talking about Maurice Mbetsa, the CEO and founder of Numero IoT. His recognition has moved beyond the national level to the regional level and also even at a global level. Maurice Mbetsa was born in Mombasa. He was raised by his grandparents in abject poverty. As he narrates, there are days that they could even go without a meal. But to him, all these challenges were just but a passing wind. He had already identified his passion for technology, and therefore he could not let any obstacle or any kind of a challenge deter him from seeing the bigger picture. He aimed at the bigger prize. His love for technology was evident throughout his primary and secondary education. At some point in primary education, he noticed that some pupils were tampering around with his belongings, and therefore he wired his locker in such a manner that anyone who tried to tamper with it could get electrocuted. In high school, he developed and installed an electric circuit that would allow him to switch on and off the school's electric power at his will. In one of the most weird occurrences in high school, he sent the entire school into a blackout. The school sought the assistance of an electrician. However, the electrician could not find any fault with the school wiring system. The electrician was a friend to Maurice Mbetsa, and therefore he went to Maurice Mbetsa and pleaded with him to save his job. And Maurice agreed and told him where the fault was. But later on, the school management realized that it was Maurice who was behind all this. They had no option but to expel him from school. He was forced to spend a good time of his Form 4 studies outside the school. It is other students who used to help him with books and also notes on what they had learned throughout that period. After completing high school in 2007, he headed to Nairobi to pursue electric and electronic engineering at the Technical University of Kenya. However, he dropped out of the university merely after a few months of studies. To him, the education at the university was more theoretical, and therefore it had no impact in his ambitions to advance in the world of technology. He needed something more challenging than that. Some interpret this as though Maurice was following in the footsteps of one of his great idols, Steve Jobs. In 2008, one of his friends was carjacked. The incident triggered him to develop a car security system. It was such a big story that it was even aired in one of the KTN's big programs, Jicho Pevu, in 2009.
Akiwa na umri wa miaka 18, alipozindua teknolojia yake ya kwanza ya kuzuia wizi wa magari kupitia simu yake ya rununu, serikali haikufanya lolote kuhusu talanta yake. Maurice Mbetsa hakuvunjika moyo, bali aliendelea kuvumbua zaidi na hata kutoa teknolojia nyingine ya kurahisisha kazi ya polisi wa trafiki. Lakini kama kawaida, serikali bado imempa kisogo, kando na viongozi wengine mashuhuri pamoja na katibu mmoja wa wizara fulani kutaka kumtumia Maurice kujifaidisha mwenyewe badala ya kumsaidia. Na sasa Maurice anazidi kuendelea na maajabu yake. Kwa wale wenye magari, kwa mujibu wa Maurice, msitie shaka ya wizi tena, kwani anasema amevumbua teknolojia ya mtu kutumia simu yake ya mkononi kugurumisha na hata kuzima gari lake popote alipo.
The moment ule jamaa ataingia kwa gari na mwenyewe hajui, no. So ikisha report mwenyewe anaweza vile atakapofanya tayari.
Teknolojia hii aidha humwezesha mwenye gari kunasa sauti ya yeyote yule aliye ndani ya gari pasi na mtu kujua.
Sasa unaweza zima gari uende kando, alafu mimi kai hapa ndani unisikize vile ninaongea na simu yako. Zima tu. Sasa enda kando.
Azungumza tuone kama tukusikia. Na kusikia, endelea kuzungumza zaidi.
Maana mimi sasa yake nenda nayo afanye kitu chochote, hii nenda nayo kila kitu anakisikia ndio kutengeneza.
Wow, yani jamaa hii teknolojia kali basi. Nyumbani kwake Morris hapa Mukuru kwa Njenga, vyumba ni viwili. Kimoja amekigeuza na kuwa karakana, kando na kuajiri takriban vijana 7 hivi. Ni kijana anayeweza kubadilisha taswira ya taifa hili letu, lakini serikali yetu ni serikali isiyoonekana kutilia maanani yale yanayojikakamua kuvumbua kijana huyu. Ni aibu kwa serikali ya Kenya kushindwa kumsaidia kijana huyu, na huenda akanyakuliwa na mataifa ya nje na kuanza kuwafanyia kazi. Kisha itakuwa kama kawaida kwa sisi kujipiga kifua na kusema alikuwa wetu, kama tunavyosema kuhusiana na rais wa Marekani Barack Obama. Mohamed Ali, KTN leo, Nairobi.
After developing the car security system, Morris now came into limelight. He was given a 3-month scholarship at the University of Notre Dame in the United States. The scholarship was through the famous Young African Leadership Initiative, which is commonly known as YALI. After completion of the scholarship period, Morris was offered a job at IBM. However, he quitted the job merely after 6 months. Later, he was offered another job at Microsoft, which he would quit merely after a month. To him, both jobs offered him a limited space to explore his ambitions in the world of technology. He needed more space to utilize his potential and to deep dive more into the world of technology. He felt as though the jobs were just underutilizing him. After quitting both jobs, he decided to start his own technological devices manufacturing company. Of course, it was a company of its own kind, more so within the East African region. To get started, he needed a partner with whom they could engage in mass production of the prototypes for the various technological devices. Unfortunately, he could not get a suitable partner in Kenya. The lack of a suitable partner in Kenya forced him to travel to China. In China, he was able to get suitable partners with whom they agreed to get into mass production of the prototypes, and also he was given key orientation on how to get started with his manufacturing process. After the orientation, he traveled back to Kenya from China, and in 2019, Numero IoT was now fully set to get started with the manufacturing of the various technological devices. Since then, Numero IoT has manufactured various technological devices including speed limiters, mobile tracking devices, and also revenue collection systems for counties such as Kilifi. Some of the most recent and of course notable projects for Numero IoT has been the development of a passenger's drone and a smart power meter. The stories has been aired in various TV stations, more so during the launch of the passenger's drone. Morris' work in the world of technology has attracted him various awards and recognitions at national level, regional level, and also at a global level. Some of his notable awards include the Inventor of the Year Award, the Vision 2030 Best Manufacturer Award, and the Best Tech Device Manufacturer of the Year 2022 Award. As usual, we can be able to pick some key lessons from the life of Morris Mbetsa, the tech genius. Lesson number 1, don't perceive challenges more so due to your background as though obstacles to achieving your dream, but else maybe use them as motivating factors to continuously better yourself. Number 2, don't let instant gratifications deter you or blind you from seeing the bigger picture. Of course, jobs at IBM and Microsoft were somehow very lucrative, but to Morris they offered a limited space and he would not tolerate such, but he needed a space where he could be able to pressure himself to exploit his full potential. He had no option but to quit from both companies. I hope the story of Morris Mbetsa has motivated you. Of course, that's the aim of Afristarter Kit to get you motivated, mentored, and support as we continue on our journey to success. You can also go ahead and indicate on our comment section on whose story you want to hear next. Of course, I'll serve you accordingly. As a polite reminder, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that we can become bigger and bigger to be able to get access to more and more of the information that matters, the information that will see us getting started and moving on our path to success. Otherwise, until the next one, I wish you the very best. Thank you.